And then I let it go to 2. And then I say, hello, lovies. This is a very special day because we have a very special person with us. And his name is...
Eli.
Eli. Elijah Kenneth. Someday, maybe Titus and Abe will be watching this. And they'll say, oh, this is when Eli was our teacher. All right, take a look because we have a new wall card. We only have one more wall card after this. You can just look on the regular screen. And it's a hawk, a clawing hawk. Do you see the claws on the hawk? Because he uses those claws. He's a predator, and when he goes down to grab fish, so those claws are pretty sharp. Now, take a look at the spelling. A-W. All right? And there's going to be a second spelling. So, let's take a look, and you'll see some words that have A-W. All right? First
Jaw.
word, jaw. Up.
I got that face paint.
Remember at church there was a circus night? That was a fun night. Jaw. All right?
Paw.
And you know what a paw is? That's the hands, the paws on an animal, a dog or a cat. All right, how about...
Saw.
Now, 2 different pictures for saw. What's one of them? Like I saw with my eyes. Or you can saw wood. And Papa has this joke, an eye doctor joke. It's called, the blind man picked up his hammer and saw. So, he picked up his hammer and saw. Or, he picked up his hammer and saw. So now he's not blind anymore. It's kind of a corny eye doctor joke. All right.
Ball.
Ball. And you know what that means?
What?
Bawling like a baby. So what do you think bawl means? To cry. Yeah, and to make loud wails. Bawling. And bawl sounds like...
Ball.
Kind of homophones, aren't they? And we know what that one is.
If I was this size, I'd break that ball.
Yes, but there you are. With Uncle Rich, you're not very big there, so you didn't break it that day. All right, how about...
Dawn.
And you know when dawn is? By the dawn's early light. Dawn is when the sun comes up.
Yeah.
So that's dawn. All right.
Raw.
And what's raw?
Not cooked yet.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Now, some foods you eat raw.
Yeah, like carrots.
Carrots you eat raw, but hamburgers, do not eat them raw. How about...
Slaw. Coleslaw.
Yes, exactly right. Do you like it? I love it. Papa loves it.
I don't.
I know. Chick-fil-A has
Maybe
it.
it's just not like that I'm used to it because I usually get chicken nuggets and french fries at there.
Instead of slaw? All right, ups.
Slaw.
All right, take a look. See, I think that's an eagle, isn't it? And he uses those claws when he zooms down and picks up a fish. He's got some long fingernails on it, doesn't he? Those are the claws.
Panthers have longer.
Panthers have long claws?
Longer than those claws.
I did not
saw.
know that. Glad to hear.
And when you push on their feet, the claws come out.
Oh, good to know. All right,
Yawn.
and what is yawn? When do you usually yawn?
When they're tired.
I guess Mickey Mouse is a little tired.
Crawl. Crawl.
Crawl. And crawl. And look at Abe. He was learning how to crawl, but he didn't know how to put his knees down to crawl yet. So he just did, like he held himself up and he tried to crawl.
Hey, why isn't she moving?
That's where I left it.
Law.
The
I knew there was gonna be a court somewhere.
Uh-huh. Wear your seatbelt. It's the law. Do you know why we have laws? To keep us safe.
I knew there was gonna be a court somewhere in this picture.
All right, so there's,
Law.
keep watching,
Yer.
lawyer. And a lawyer is someone who understands the law. And when you go to court, the judge is there, but the lawyers are the ones that understand the law and help you. If you don't understand the law, like I don't understand the law very well. I didn't study that. All right, how about,
Hawk. We have a hawk in our neighborhood.
you know, Papa's seen hawks around here, and I'm afraid the reason he sees them around here is what are they looking for food?
Ducks.
The baby ducks, yeah. Yeah.
Shaw.
This is kind of a girl word.
Yeah, I know what they are.
You wear a shawl, and it doesn't have armholes. You just put it around your shoulders. Does Mom have one, do you think?
No.
Oh, maybe for Christmas we can get her one.
Draw. Hey, he's drawing himself.
And there you guys were drawing, I think they were porcupines that day, maybe.
Yeah. We did it with Art Hub.
Oh, good.
We
All right.
did Art Hub yesterday. Do you know what we drew?
What?
Angry Birds. We named the names of two of them.
Okay, now we're going to do the next word. I only need 2 sounds.
Thaw.
And you know what thaw means?
No.
All right. When your mom freezes food, like those hamburger patties are frozen. You can't cook them yet. You have to thaw them. So if it was an ice cube, it would melt. But since it's meat, it goes from being frozen to being squishy so you can cook it. You can't cook it when it's frozen like that. So you have to thaw it first.
Pawn.
Someday I bet you're going to play chess. I think your dad knows how to play chess. And one of the little pieces on the chessboard, in fact, a lot of them, the whole front row of the white and the whole front row of the black are called pawns.
How do you get kings in that?
The king is in the back row. The pawn is there to protect the king. Someday we'll learn.
Aw.
Now,
I know how to play checkers already. Oh, the first thing I'm gonna do when I learn how to play chess is move the thorn on in front of the king because I really want that king goal.
if you catch the king, the game's over. That means you win. All right, now take a look at
What
this.
do you mean catch the king?
If you capture him.
Oh.
All right, so what's this word?
Lawn.
And what is that?
Like our backyard lawn.
And usually a lawn is nice and green, but look at the pictures. In your front lawn, it's covered in leaves, so it hardly looks green. And there's your back lawn, and it was when your golden rain tree was flowering, and you can hardly see the green grass for all the yellow flowers on the ground.
Yeah.
But you do have a good lawn. All right.
Squawk. Squawk.
Okay. Here.
Fawn.
And what's a fawn?
Baby deer.
Perfect. Almost. And aw.
Awful.
Something good or something not so good?
Not so good.
Yeah. Ugh, it's awful. All right. Now,
Not.
we're going to aw. The G's not going to make a sound. It's gnaw. And that means to chew on something. A beaver will gnaw the tree to knock it down. And remember the story about the mouse and the lion and the mouse? And the lion said, "Oh, mouse, you'll never be able to help me. You're too little."
Yeah.
And then he gnawed the rope. So he chewed on it. All right.
See? Saw.
Mm-hmm.
He saw. Oh, that's me when I was younger.
I didn't realize I had so many pictures of you in this lesson. It's good that you're doing it. All right.
Straw.
And straw can be a couple of things. It can be the straw in your glass or the straw that's dried up grass that they make hay out of, or sometimes they can make straw baskets.
Strawberry. Strawberry.
Yes, which we love. That's a beautiful one, isn't it? We're almost done. Okay, now take a look. We did AW, and now AU.
AU.
Now, do you remember brown cow that said ow? Do you remember instead of AW it had OW? And instead of AU it had OU? So, clawing hawk has A and A, and brown cow has O and O. But then the second letter is the same, AW or AU. All right, so let's do AU.
Hawk. Oh, I
Almost.
know.
Haul. And to haul something means to carry it. See, when you guys, probably at Home Depot, and you were helping your dad haul those pipes, there's a company called U-Haul. It means if you're moving, instead of getting a moving truck, you do it yourself. You haul it yourself.
Why?
Oh, look, it's Ferdinand.
Who's Ferdinand? Oh, and who's that dog?
All right, now what's that?
Hall.
A homophone. And that's like the hall of an office building
Whose
or...
hall is that? Because the floors looks like ours.
I know. It's just pictures I got from the computer, from the internet. Alt.
Vault.
All right. Is this your fault? Or when your mom started noticing the house was getting very, very hot, it was because Titus learned to climb up on the piano bench and change the thermostat and make the house very hot. It was his fault. Your mom thought maybe the air conditioner was broken. It was not the fault of the air conditioner. It was, sorry, Titus, that was your fault.
Taunt.
Almost all.
Taunt. What's taunt mean?
Taunt means to tease, but it's like being a bully, to tease. So people who taunt people, not kind. So here's some advice. Ignore him if he taunts you. Sometimes people try to say things to you, it's a game for them, and they just want to make you upset. So if you get upset, who wins?
Them.
They do, yeah. So if you ignore if somebody's saying something to you, then who wins?
Who?
You do, yeah. So if someone taunts you, just ignore them.
Oh.
Okay, how about 3 sounds?
Mule.
Aw,
Y'all.
all,
Mall.
mall.
Look at this guy.
Okay, now take a look at maul. Maul means when you jump on top of something, that dog is going to maul the other dog. Or in the soccer game, I think that's soccer, they're jumping on top of each other. I hope they're happy. That's a maul. They're going to maul.
Vault.
All right. I got a couple pictures for a vault. Do you know what a vault is?
No.
All right. In a bank, a vault is where they put their money, and then it's got a good lock on
I'm
it.
gonna get those $100 bills.
And then you can pole vault. Take a pole and vault over that. Or in gymnastics, that's a vault that he's on.
What are they doing? What is he
That's a
doing?
pole vault, and he holds the pole in his hand, and he runs, and then he sticks the pole in the ground, and it makes him fly up in the air, and he sees how high he can, if he can go over that bar without knocking it off. And that's in the Olympics, like that's a contest people have.
Haunted.
Like a haunted house.
Gauze.
Gauze. And if you've got a big scrape and it's too big for a Band-Aid, then we take gauze and wrap it around to protect your skin while it's getting better.
August.
It's got a capital, so I know it's the name. And August
August.
is the name of a...
Month.
Do you know all the months? January,
February, March, April, June.
May,
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
and when is your birthday?
I don't know. January.
Thank you. We don't need to have a birthday party for you then if you don't know. January, exactly right.
Sauce. What kind of sauce is it?
I know it. Well,
Tomato sauce.
I don't know.
And other
And-
sauces.
like hot sauce. All right.
I'm not taking
Now,
sir.
and what's a saucer?
I'll go get one.
No,
for
you can't go get one. Here's a picture. A cup
Flying-
and a saucer. And a,
Flying saucer.
and why do you think they call it a flying saucer?
Because it looks just like a
It's the same shape as a saucer. Exactly right. All right.
Gaga, and another way to call it is unidentified flying object. That's another way to call it.
All right. And this is pause.
Pause.
And what is that?
Stop.
They're taking a hike and they're going to pause. They're not going to give up. They're going to keep going. When you pause a TV show, do you just give up on it or do you come back to it?
Come back.
Sure, you just pause. That means just wait for a minute. All right, and
Pause.
yeah, exactly right. Homophone then,
And we
right?
did that again.
Because it has, look at the different spelling.
Oh.
There's
pause.
A-U, pause, and then A-W, pause. All right.
Audition.
It could be. All right. Audience. Audience.
Audience. There's gonna be a movie, I know. There's
Who's
not
the
gonna-
audience here?
The children.
Uh-huh.
Why do they have face paint on?
Yeah, maybe they had a circus they went
But
to.
only
Like,
some of them.
yeah, well, people saw. Not everybody likes to have their face painted. I love this one. Aw.
Sir, it's gonna be Eric Carle or Dr. Seuss.
You know me well. Eric Carle is one of my favorite authors.
I said it's gonna be Eric Carle
or
or
Dr. Seuss. What is an author?
A person who writes a book. I'll be author right now. I'm gonna write a book.
All right. How about
Tim.
autumn? And what's autumn?
Fall.
Another name for fall.
Cause.
All right, now. Cause and effect. The cause is he threw the baseball, and what was the effect?
It broke a window.
So, what was the cause of that broken window?
Him.
How about because? Go ahead and read that. Go ahead and read it.
We can't go to the beach because it is raining. What is this thing?
Put it back for a second. Okay, I see a capital, so it's a name.
Paul.
How about?
Lunch.
Oh, take a look. Your brain wanted to say that if it was this, it would be lunch. Now,
Launch. I'd rather have it be lunch.
yes, but launch, that's when the rocket goes off. When your dad was a kid and we went over, that's what we saw, the launch of the
Is
space
that
shuttle.
the same picture?
That may have been the one we saw. Launch.
Oh, did Daddy go? Did Daddy go in the smoke?
No, we weren't close enough. They don't let you get that close.
Oh,
Okay. On.
dry, lawn dry.
Now, okay, look at the Y on the end. If it's a long word, the Y is going to say E.
Yeah.
Laundry. And what is laundry?
A terrible chore that I have to do.
All right, when you wash your clothes. Saw
Sauce.
edge.
Sausage. I need this picture. Sausage.
All right. Now, take a look. We did AW and AU. There are a few words that are AU with GH, and it's just going to say aw. All right. Remember IGH? And it said I like light, tight, bright, sight. And it just said I.
Midnight.
It just said I, even though they had that GH. This is going to say aw, even though it's going to have a GH. All right?
Taught.
Go ahead and read it.
His dad taught him to ride a bike. Caught. He caught a fish.
All right, read the sentence.
Oh, look at the fish he caught. I didn't know this.
That's all right.
sentence.
I know. All right, how about aw?
Daughter.
Does your mom have a daughter?
No.
Nope.
Good reading.
Reading. And that was a great day, wasn't it? You weren't doing any reading, but you were doing some good walking. And Noah wanted this one. Watch the stink, Mr. Lynx. Good job.
No. Oh, I need.
Wait a minute.